This video is coming with a warning. Oh, yes, my friends. We signed up for this. It's now or never. Breathe. Ladies and gents, this video is coming with a warning. Ooh, 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 ooh. How wild has October been so far? We are just at the end of week number 1, and my goodness, has it gone off. We have seen shifts taking place all around the world. We have seen everyone's baggage coming to the surface, and ladies and gents, we are far from over with this shit show yet. So, my friends, welcome to paradise, first and foremost. And secondly, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lucy Davis, and I am the one who comes on here and talks to you about energy, or about relationships, or about self-love, or about love. And this today is going to be very much an interim energy update between what I gave at the start of the month with October and with the new moon, and what comes next with the full moon. So this is a bit of an interim, and I don't normally do this, but I feel that we have had to buckle in more than we've ever had to buckle in before. And this video, like I say, should come with a red hot steaming warning. Why? Because everyone's shit has surfaced. Oh, yes, my friends. Everybody's shit is coming to the surface, right? Have you seen it? Oh my goodness gracious me. So before we get into the content of this video, please do comment below where you are from around the world, and let me know if you have witnessed your own stuff coming to the surface or other people's stuff coming to the surface. It is such an important time that we are living through right now. But before we go any further, ladies and gents, I wanted to take this opportunity to let you know that I am doing a free guided meditation on the 10th of October. That is absolutely free. The only thing that you need to do is click the link below in the description field for this video. Go on there and you will get a link to your email, the email that you give us. You'll get a link to be able to join it. Why? Because I don't do them publicly anymore, because I love to do the music. I love to help you guys shift, and we are having some really powerful catastrophic shifts taking place right now. I did a meditation just a few days ago for the men, and we had a beautiful group of men turn up, and the shifts that took place, I cried. For the whole 35, 40 minutes that we were doing it, I cried. I was the only woman on there. I had women holding space from the outside. I had some of my team on holding space as well, but I sobbed from the start of that meditation to the end. So to say that this work is getting more profound and more intense is a complete understatement. So, my friends, if you would like to join one of my free meditations, please go to the description field and get yourself signed up. You will get a link sent to you to be able to join the meditation. And then on the 10th of October at 9 p.m. UK time, we will be going very deep into looking at soul connections. And I've actually made a tiny little tweak on it because of what I'm about to share with you guys, and a bit of karmic clearing. So, ladies and gents, I look forward to seeing you there. Also, I am on my way back to Europe. Admittedly, I've got 4 stops to do on the way. I thought it was only going to be 3, and I'm already in one. So I've got another 4 stops to do. However, when I get back to Europe, we're going to be running Soul School in Spain in November. And boy, am I excited. It is a retreat. You are going to be with me, just living the dream. And I am so excited to be back with you guys, creating shifts energetically, working these new codes and everything like that, and light activations and all sorts of beautiful things like that. So buckle up and buckle in, my friends, because we are about to go on a journey. So, like I say, this video comes with a warning, my friends. That's why I wore this top. It's like, whoop, whoop, whoop. If you can't tell, you got to run right now. So what is happening right now is we are in a repression release. So everything that we have repressed, everything that we have suppressed, everything that we have held on to that is not authentic to us is coming to the surface. And when I say everyone's shit has surfaced, I mean everyone's shit has surfaced. we have shifted energetically so significantly. Like, we've hopped multiple timelines. We have got all of the geomagnetic storms coming in. We have got, you know, all of the physical level stuff going on, the politics, the you know, what I like to call the illusion. Everything is happening all at once. And I have made a very public statement before that I feel that when there's 21 situations taking place at the same time, the world is going to go, right, now is the time. So I have got to be honest with you guys. We have shifted so significantly, which was always predicted, but it means that the end of this year is going to go off. What do I mean by it's going to go off? I feel that we are building now to the grand finale. I feel as if the crescendo is about to take place and we are going to have that curtain dropped. You know, even just looking at the information around, you know, the P. Diddy stuff, that is, you know, I think all of us are shocked that it was, I don't think we're shocked that he was involved, but I think we're shocked that it was him that it obviously surfaced about first. But also what we've got to look at is what's been taking place while this bread and circus has been taking place. So please just feel like, yes, I get it, be passionate about these subjects. You guys know how I feel about the children and how very mama bear I go around the children. However, please look at everything right now. Don't just look at what the distraction is. Look at everything around you. Why? Because the tides have turned. The tides have turned. And like I say, we are building to this crescendo. We are building to this grand finale. And I need to remind you of this, guys, because so many people are freaking out right now and they're not coping right now. And I have to remind you of this. And I did this on an Instagram live the other day. We signed up for this. We were the ones that wanted to come here and get this mama across the line. So please bear that in mind when you are freaking out and you don't know what you're doing. Stop, breathe, kick your shoes off, go in the ocean, or do, I'm pointing that way because the ocean's that way. Like, do whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself grounded and back into your body. It is your responsibility to regulate yourself during this period of time. But the tides have turned. I said it maybe 2 weeks ago. I was like, wow, the tides have really turned. I keep hearing the tides have turned, the tides have turned, the tides have turned. And it is obvious now, you know, even down to the location where I am, and I'm looking out and it, like, it's changed. Everything has changed. So what is going to be taking place between now and the end of the year, or going into the start of 2025? I have to be honest with you guys. I see the financial collapse happening soon. I see I've been talking about the euro currency, and I've been talking about the US dollar. The dollar is going to collapse sooner rather than later. I see the euro collapsing as well, but also what I see is the UN is going to really be brought up into. So I've always spoken about the EU, the EU, the EU, but actually in the last couple of weeks, I'm being shown very clearly that the corruption inside of the EU, Europe, the UN is going to be surfaced massively. Now, what we are seeing at the moment around the world is a heightened activity towards sickness and dis-ease. Okay, I feel as if they are pushing towards a situation that is going to see the world put on hold once more. So we're in this deep period of karmic retribution. That's the way that I'm going to put it, and releasing of repression. Okay, so what this basically means is all of our karma is coming to the surface right now, all of our baggage, all of our shit, with for want of better words. We can no longer have any secrets in any area of our life. We need to be, and I mean, everything's going to come to the surface. People that think that they're getting away with it, they're not. People, like, there is going to be a lot of stuff that comes to the surface across all levels, whereby people are going to learn the truth. They're going to learn the truth. We cannot have any more secrets. We cannot have any more lies. And I'm not talking just globally, and I say this all the time, but it's really important. I just looked at the clock and it's 11:11 where I am. So beautiful sign for us all. It's like we are going to unplug and reboot. That is kind of the philosophy, the mentality, the visions that I'm being shown, is that we cannot have any more secrets. We cannot have secrets in our personal life. You know, if your partner has been cheating on you, or maybe I spoke about this some time back about illegitimate children coming to the surface and things like that. So don't be surprised if any of that stuff happens in this period of time, like for the next 3 to 6 months, because we are clearing the infidelity. We are clearing the. I'm getting really warm. Oh, such a first world problem, isn't it? You know, we're clearing the karma, we're clearing the lower vibrations. Now, a lot of people say to me, yeah, I'm not in a lower vibration, Lucy, I don't know what you're talking about. But what they don't realize is that when they are upset, or when they get angry, or when they feel like, oh, poor me, like, this is low vibration. And so many people are delusional to this. Everybody thinks that because I'm not like out there punching and, you know, wanting to fight everyone, it means that I'm okay, I'm in a good vibration. You cannot blag source. I say this all the time. You cannot blag source. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you would like to, you cannot blag source. So if you are someone who is constantly like, woe is me, sickness, victim mode, you're in a low vibration. Get yourself out of it as quickly as possible. Like, do whatever it takes. Lean on who you need to lean on, but don't you dare be projecting your shit on them right now, because people will not be tolerating it. Boundaries are going on the up big time. Everything is about to be reset. And I don't know why I just shouted at you guys then, so apologies for that. But everything is about to be reset. So there cannot be any secrets. Relationships are having to be reset. Every single relationship in your life is being looked at. So maybe you've got friends that are there when it's are there for you when it's convenient for them. But, you know, when they're distracted by something else, they don't like it. Maybe right now your partner is being shown as the person that, you know, this feeling that you get, and the, you know, he's bringing or she's bringing the healing up for you right now. And this is the gold in it. Some people are being told you need to use your voice, you need to speak up. Other people are told, being shown their healing is to pipe down a little bit, you know. And all of us, if we take off our rose tinted glasses for ourselves, we are all getting the gold right now. I had a couple of massive shifts this week, massive epiphanies, like absolutely massive epiphanies that I had no idea on. Like, I knew it was a behavior, and I knew like honestly, I speak about it publicly all the time. So when it came back up again, I was like, wow, this is really interesting. Not the behavior, like that wasn't the thing, but it came up via a meditation that I did, and I was like, wow. And it gave me such a huge amount of insight. And this is the point that I'm trying to make. If you are willing to be a student right now, if you are willing to face your darkness, you will integrate to be completely whole. And this, my friends, is the gold. There are so many people who are shunning away the darkness. I'm all right. I'm all right. It's her that's the problem. It's him that's the problem. Yeah, I'm bored. I'm this, I'm that, rather than actually facing it and being like, okay, why am I bored? What questions do I need to ask myself? Like, why have I settled for being bored? Why have I settled for being in a relationship that's lukewarm and not smoking hot? You know, you guys need to ask these questions. And in all honesty, a lot of you, it's because you can control the situation. So you're happy, you know, you'd rather just sit up and put up. Some of you, you'd willingly settle because you don't want to rock the boat, even though you bitch and whinge about it and you put it to what, you know, it's constant, or you're constantly looking elsewhere for somebody else. Like, all of this is going to come to the surface, every single bit of it. We cannot go into a world of higher vibration behaving the way that we behave. We literally cannot. It's now or never. And by people choosing this, they're choosing their path. Now, a lot of people will be like, no, I'm doing a good deed by speaking out, and I'm doing a good deed of doing that. If you're not on top of your shit, you are not going to be moving forwards. Let me tell you straight, you will be stuck in this loop for another 10 years. Breathe. Karmic cleansing, karmic clearing, karmic cleaning, whatever you want to call it. Most of us at the moment are coexisting with the new and the old. Yeah, we want the new, we want new earth, we want the gold, we want the abundance, we want the harmony, but we're not willing to just quite take our foot off of the old world, the old paradigm. I'm telling you, you have 2 weeks to get on top of your stuff. I don't mean sort it all, but get consciousness of it, to be able to do something about it, to be able to step forwards with a lot less pain. Like, the world is about to get very noisy. The world is about to get extremely, extremely buoyant. To lean into the new means we have to release the old, which is why everybody's baggage has come to the surface. We cannot move forward without clearing the old stuff. So let's say, for example, you are a person, and I've met a few of these in my time. You are a person and you're like, every single one of my exes are crazy. Every one of them. Oh, they're all assholes. They're all this, they're all that. They're all crazy. They're all control freaks. Like, if every single person, I'm really lucky. I've had amazing ex-partners. I don't know if I'm just a lucky one, because I've heard a lot of people say, oh, everyone's crazy. I'm really lucky. I've got amazing, amazing, amazing ex-partners. There's only one or two that's questionable, but the rest have been absolutely amazing. And I look back with so much love and, in my heart for them. However, if you are around somebody, or if you're with somebody, or if you are this person where everybody was crazy, they were controlling, and they were this and they were that, and they were this and they were that, you need to recognize you are the problem. Likewise, if every one of your partners have been narcissistic, you are the problem. You are calling this in on some sort of level because it makes you feel important, it makes you feel worthy, it keeps you in this cycle of this anxiety that you've got going on. It makes you seem like, if all of your exes are crazy, then it makes you seem like you are a god to whoever you are speaking to. Oh, all of them are crazy. It's very important that when you recognize that you are the problem, and I've literally just done this with my Self-Love Club membership, wherever you are in your life, look at yourself as being the problem. And I know this triggers so many people when I talk about this. I had a girl reach out to me once, and she was like, I just don't agree with you, Lucy. And I'm like, that's fine. You don't have to agree with me. I work off of the pretense that I am the problem. If my relationship breaks down, I am the problem. What did I do wrong? Because even if I didn't do anything wrong per se, I called that experience in on a level. So why did I do that? And when you work from this stance, you can heal very quickly. You can move through things with much more ease and grace. Let's say, for example, you've got a friendship, and, there's been a bit of a situation, and, it's lack of clarity and communication that has created this situation. Are you in the wrong for assuming that everything's okay? Or is the person that's got the problem in the wrong for not communicating? To me, I look at it as, well, I obviously asked for this. I obviously asked for this situation. So what do I need to do? And in all honesty, if somebody's in my close inner circle, then, and they can't communicate to me that I've upset them, then are they really in my inner circle? That's the question. So it's on me. It's on me to recognize what I am doing and what I am creating. I hope this is making sense, guys. I'm trying to give you a few examples so that you get this. Likewise with your health. If you're not happy where your health is, like, look at you as being the problem. Like, yes, we can all go to the doctor and get diagnosed with all this stuff, but chances are at some point you've overindulged, or you've under-exercised, or you've been lethargic or lazy or whatever. And, now you are in a situation. And of course there's many physical things if you go to a doctor, but is it the fact that you're disconnected from your passion? Is it the fact that you're not having good enough sex? Like, it could be any one of these things, ladies and gents. Like, it doesn't always have to be some critical, I'm going to write you off, dis-ease within your body. So we cannot move forward. Hang on a minute, let me rephrase that. You cannot move forwards without clearing out your old stuff. So many of you are decluttering right now. Do it for yourself as well as a human being, not just the stuff that's around you. It's very important that we do it generally in our life. And people are really trying to make shortcuts right now. People are using technology to make shortcuts. I really see this split of the world taking place now. I've actually got a friend who is involved in like the tech world, very, very, very deep tech world of the AI and the future, with these virtual reality kind of things and all the rest of it. And I'm witnessing the stuff that this person is sharing. And I'm witnessing it and I'm like, oh shit, this is heading for something that we've done many, many, many lifetimes ago. However, I really do feel that there is a split right now. So if you are distracting and like, this kind of stuff, rather than actually sitting with yourself and being and feeling, just know that this corner that you're cutting is not going to be a corner. Trust me, you're going to have to go right back to the beginning and start again. We have to get a grip on this stuff. We really have to get a grip on it. We cannot move forward, or no, like I say, you cannot move forwards. Like, I'm doing the work on me, and with all due respect, ladies and gents, I'll sit here and I'll help you and I'll guide you and I'll show you and I'll give you tools and techniques and all the rest of it. But there is absolutely sweet FA that I can do for you guys other than guide you in that way. You have to do the work. You have to do the do. Like, you can come to my seminars and I can give you healing and I can help you walk again and all sorts of crazy things like that. Absolutely, I can. But that's you doing the work. And this is no different. We have to get on top of our triggers. We have to get on top of these limiting beliefs that we've got. We have to get on top of the fact that we are a victim. Like I say, there's a massive thread of delusional people on the planet that really do not see that they are a problem. They have got like, what's that phrase called? Like, images of grandiose. They literally see themselves like their shit don't stink, and I'm like, wow, it's like all of us have our baggage coming up right now. And unless we acknowledge it and unless we deal with it, then this is going to be a very, very tricky journey for many people. So we are purging on every level right now. Those who are distracting are extending their healing journey time. Very important message. You are extending your healing journey time by being like this, by pretending that it isn't happening, by not seeing, and people tell you all day, every day who you are and what you are and all the rest of it. Look at where you are being controlling. Look at where you want to be in charge. Look at where you're bullshitting yourself. I've had a few people in Self-Love Club membership that have gone, oh, I just want to sit in the background and be quiet. And I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't, not in the slightest. Why are you saying that? Because you don't. Like, that's just bizarre. Like, why not just own the fact that you want to be out there, that you want to be seen, that you want to be heard, that you want to be felt? Like, just own it. It's very important that we get to grips with who we are. Because, like, I give this example all the time, right? If you are somebody that goes and has a cookie behind the kitchen door and then pretends like you haven't had it, who do you think you're kidding? Who do you think you're kidding? The only person that you are kidding is yourself, because nobody else gives a damn. But why would you lie to yourself? And Source is watching it all. So ask yourself over the coming weeks, why am I being triggered? And I actually had a beautiful situation with one of my best girlfriends just earlier today. And I'm sure she won't mind me saying this if I put it from a high level perspective. So she's going through something important and a big deal in her personal life right now. And she ended up having a fallout with somebody. And she was so angry about it. Oh my God, it annoys me so much. And I said, like, let's get to the crux of what the actual issue is here. And at no point had she connected the dots that actually it was a fear of something that she had witnessed as she was growing up happening to herself. Ding, and the light bulb came on. We are so quick to judge. We are so quick to verbal diarrhea. We are so quick to get our heckles up, and I said to her, before I even went down the route of like identifying what it was with her, I said to her, like, why would you react? Like, why would you react to that situation? Like, I get it if for the last 10 days, this person had been on at you. Like, we get to a point, don't we, where we're like, rah! Like, and that's normal. That's normal behavior. But somebody's goading you. Somebody's winding you up. Somebody's saying stuff just to get at you. why are you going to feed it? Now, the only reason we feed it is because we have been triggered and we don't know how to regulate our emotions. And most people go, oh, that person's so annoying, rather than going, right, what am I talking about? What am I going through? Where have I learned this behavior? And why in this situation is it coming up? When you go through that process, very quickly, you realize that it's not this person, it could be any person talking about this specific situation or whatever. That's just the way that it is. I feel like I'm ranting at you a little bit today. Let me know in the chat if this makes sense. I think where I'm going to end this chat today, ladies and gents, that's going to go out in the Lucy Davis live slot, by the way, is you can't ignore anything anymore. Like, you literally can't ignore anything anymore. We used to be able to sweep things under the carpet and pretend that it didn't happen and whatever, but we can't do that anymore. We have to face our shadows, and we have to realize that our shadow is a part of us. And I say this all the time. We don't want to get rid of the ego. We want to learn how to work with the ego. There are elements of the ego that we need to tell to pipe down and shush, we've got this, but that's a part of you, and the most beautiful part of you, where you're going to learn all of your lessons and all of your healing. Now, if you are in a space of delusion and you are not somebody who is willing to look at your shadow, then obviously you're going to be in pain. Obviously, you're going to get some really, really some tough times if you're delusional. You know, if you're riddled with sickness and disease right now, please know that you are a victim. You are, in one way, shape, or form, you are a victim. And I know this is going to trigger so many people, but you know what? I'm going to be blunt about it. If you are riddled with disease, if you are riddled with things that are not going in your favor with your body, trust me, you are in victimhood. Oh, why is this happening to me? Oh my God, what could it possibly mean? Oh, it's not fair. This has only happened because of this situation. And this is the delusion that we need to get on top of. Like, until we can be really honest with ourselves and be like, wow, I never realized that I have basically turned into a moaning Minnie, and I'm basically creating all of this trauma for my life unnecessarily, because you know what? I deserve better than this. And you know what? I can heal my own body. That's the best bit about it. Everything is coming to the surface. Everybody's shit is coming to the surface. And it's tricky right now because we have all of these billions of people with all their shit coming to the surface. Now, for those of you that always say to me, yeah, but this person doesn't get their karma, not seen this happen. Trust me, it's happening in places that you don't need to see. If you're meant to see somebody having their karma served to them, you will see. But trust me, not everybody, you don't need to see everybody that's hurt you or whatever. You don't need to see what happens with them. No. This is about rising above it and allowing source to do their job. Gosh, we incarnated to do this, ladies and gents. Isn't it fun? I've said to a few people recently, please, if I ever agree to sign up again, please slap me hard. Elbow me to the back of the queue, because, you know, this is really wild. Anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to be on the road for the next couple of weeks. I've got 4 countries to do, and I'm super excited to get it done and to get back to Europe with you guys for Soul School. But please do remember that we have the meditation on the 10th of October, which is a free meditation. All you need to do is show up, bring all your friends, bring all of your loved ones, and let's shift this mama once and for all. Ladies and gents, anything that you want to know about me is in my description field. My website, how you can jump on my newsletter. Like, my newsletter is the best place for us to hang out. God forbid if social media and stuff go down, that we're always going to be able to keep in touch from there. So you won't have to go searching. Trust me, I've had this happen before. So you won't have to go searching for me. I will literally email you with all of my new links, and you'll be able to get that. On top of that, I am really real and raw in my newsletter. And you also get an amazing opportunity to ask me any questions that you want to ask me by filling in a form on my website. And then I answer it in the weekly woo, which is my newsletter. Excuse me, I don't know where that little just came from. So please, please, please do remember, we signed up for this. We've got it under control. Yes, it's going to be a challenging few months. Like I say, the financial, Euro, USD, like interest rates, things like that. Everything's going to go like big time. However, we've got this. We don't need to panic about it. We incarnated to rebuild the new world, and there's no way we were just going to step out of this one and just hop, skip, and a jump. Woo, this is great into the new world. It was never going to happen. So again, if that's what you thought, then delusion. Tough talk today, but I feel it's really, really, really necessary. Guys, I love you to the moon and stars. I will be back next week with the full moon update and also Monday Lucy Davis live at 5 before I end up getting back into Europe at some point super soon. All right, guys. Love you to the moon and stars. Ciao, ciao for now. Enjoy your Monday.